the way the Gangsters, their music would hit, and they were the only ones who their sizzle, their music would play through the whole
match.
thing.
Yeah.
And just like when you're watching TV, even if you don't know it, subconsciously you're picking up on the fact that the track is affecting the action. And so that was a lot of that was Paul, maybe almost all of it, but it was definitely in the smoke and mirrors, but also in the caliber of wrestlers, because the wrestlers all beating the shit out of each other, and that's what everybody really remembers.
Yeah, it blended. It was great because it was like a melting pot. It blended all kinds of styles. It had all that craziness and hardcore stuff, but also you had like pure wrestling. You know what I mean? So I thought, definitely attitude they brought.
What was it? So one of the things that I said to Dwayne, like, okay, there are those people that say no, it was all the presentation, the packaging, but like RVD was in there killing it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you had guys like New Jack, and it was just pots and pans and whatnot, but you had like the first time Ray and Hoovy was in there going at it, like nobody was seeing work on that level. So was it more the attitude and the packaging, or was it more the actual level of the work that was being packaged?
I don't know, going back to my original answer that I just said, I'm going to reiterate it, that they just about everything. You had the craziness, the hardcore, but it had the pure, you know what I mean? You had the Rays, and you had the RVDs, whatever. Then you had the New Jacks, you had the Balls, Mahomes, and all that. You know what I mean? All this different thing, but it was all under one roof. You know what I mean?
So it was everything.
It was everything.
You can't separate the content from the package.
I think you can't label ACW as just hardcore, just craziness. It had a little bit of everything, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Which I think, but it also had that attitude that wrestling didn't have, that ECW brought to the business, I guess.
Okay, I'll take that. Although, I mean, your pops was doing all that, like,
Yeah, well, yeah, we didn't label it hardcore before that, but yeah, I like ACW. You couldn't label it just one thing. You know, you could say, oh yeah, it's, these crazies, whatever, but also it had, you had the Eddie Guerreros,
right,
the Benoits, you know what I mean?
At a high level.
At a high level, okay. Yeah, exactly. So you got a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that edge. Just gotta look edgy. It's gotta feel edgy. It goes back the same with the entrance. Like, presentation is everything. So if it looks a certain way, people are gonna feel a certain way.
Both. ECW had some of the best workers. If you could look at everyone knows it for. But you know what? Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, all those guys, we revolutionized the game for a lot of different ways. And so much of the style that you see today, especially in AEW, like, it's revolutionary for what we did. I mean, even like I was just talking with Rob Van Dam, the Terminator, boom. Tables was never in wrestling until a guy called Sabu changed the wrestling industry. I was actually a good-looking wrestler, and then they made me get and became fat and ugly because of you. Yeah. But Sandman was but we loved him.
Facts. Big facts.
Why do you say facts?
I do. Just because, like, things that I've seen ECW do versus other promotions is, like, off the wall, like, some crazy things that were just alluring and entertaining and just in your face. So, I mean, I'm going to say Tommy Dreamer, for example.
Okay.
Doing the most. And you just see that. Exactly. You only see that stuff on ECW, you know what I'm saying? We got the 2300 arena as well with tons of history. Like, you only gonna see that stuff, with that promotion more so, in my opinion.
Okay. Now, to be fair, you've been on the younger side.
I am.
So how much ECW did you really get to watch?
Not a lot, but,
okay.
Since I have been in the business, which has been 5 years now, I have gotten a little taste.
I know you are a student, yeah.
Subscribe to Marking Out with MVP and Dwayne Swayze. New episodes drop every Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern.